Well, it all comes down to this. Final game of the season for the Roseburg Indians as they take on the South Eugene Axe up here at the Purple Pit. Hello and welcome to South Eugene High School. Matt Jarecki, happy to be with you this evening as the Roseburg basketball team wraps up their season in their Southwest Conference season up here at the Purple Pit against the South Eugene Axe, who are 13-10 on the season. 5-6 in Southwest Conference play are the Axe. Indians find themselves at 6-18 on the season, just 2-9 in Southwest Conference play, but they're hoping to end the season on a high note here tonight against the Axe. And the first time these two teams faced off, it was down at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium just a few weeks ago, back on January 31st, the last day of January, and it was a heck of a game to go out to end that month. It was a 72-71 victory for South Eugene. The Axe coming away victorious in overtime against the Roseburg Indians. It was a buzzer beater by Levi Hawes at the horn on a follow-up shot. It was Elijah Gabriel that drove towards the basket with the final seconds ticking down, and he missed the shot, but it was Levi Hawes that put back in the follow-up attempt, and he got the Axe ahead of the Indians for good, 72-71 right at the horn, as the Axe celebrated at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Indians looking to return the favor here tonight against South Eugene, who's lost two straight games. They lost to South Medford and Sheldon last week, and you know, that sounds very familiar because that's exactly what happened to the Indians last week. They lost to South Medford and Sheldon last week. The last game for the Indians, it was their senior night back at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Honored the five seniors, Landon Fanigal, Ashton Palm, Owen Bentia, Easton Cantrell, and Caden Luther. All five of them started. It was the first time under the Coach Humphreys era, that all five seniors on the team were actually able to start on senior night. Traditionally, he doesn't do that, but with this squad, he felt pretty good about them starting all together. They also honored team manager Dakota Kaufman, who is graduating as well. She's been with the team since her freshman year, helping out with practice, and during the game days, she also helps out with a lot of operations. So they honored her as well. Unfortunately for the boys, it wasn't the biggest celebration. It was a 77-40 loss against the Sheldon Irish. Sheldon just had the shooter's touch against the Roseburg boys. It was a 37-point win for the Irish. Sheldon sank 13 three-pointers and remained undefeated in conference play. That's the team that won the Southwest Conference this season, and it's going to be tough to stop a team when they're making every single shot. At least it felt that way, and in the first quarter, they stayed hot and didn't miss their first 12 shots of the game. I mean, it was just a brutal start for the Indians, and Sheldon came out firing and controlled the game. A little bit of a running clock late in the fourth quarter. Coach Humphrey said, quote, "If teams are going to shoot hot all night, it's going to be pretty tough to try to hold on." That is certainly true. Harrison Scott scored all 10 of his team-high points in the first half for Roseburg. Landon Fanigal added 8 points, and Jaron Leeworthy chipped in with 7 points. Owen Bentia, the leading scorer for Roseburg this season, he was held to just 4 points in the game against Sheldon. Caden Luther had 6 points, a little bit below his season average of 7.5 points. Here at South Eugene High School, it's their senior night. They're honoring several seniors on their team. In fact, all 5 of their seniors are going to be starters tonight. That's Nathaniel Johnson, Levi Hawes, Andre Rue, Karsh Heckard, and Rocco Castor. Those are the starters for South Eugene today, and all 5 of them being honored today at the Purple Pit. So a little bit later of a start than normal. Traditionally, it's the 6:45 tip-off, but it's almost 6:45 right now, and the JV game ran a little bit long. And also, the freshman game didn't actually happen today. They got here to South Eugene High School. The freshman team was getting set to play, and one of the rims in the auxiliary gym actually broke. And so during the pregame, Coach Humphreys was scrambling, trying to find another gym to play for the JV, or for the freshman team, I should say. He was looking at Willamette High School, Sheldon High School, because they have auxiliary gyms there, so they could bust the kids up to have them play at the same time as the varsity kids here. Nonetheless, though, don't have an update on whether or not the freshman team was going to play tonight, if they were able to figure that out. We had to leave our pregame conversation a little bit early because he had to attend to some text messages whether or not the freshman team was going to be able to have a gym to play tonight. Really sucks for them if they weren't able to play today because it is their final game of the season. They drove all the way up here with the varsity and JV team, but Unfortunately, due to the rim breaking here at South Eugene in the auxiliary gym, they were unable to play, at least at this location. They are currently honoring some of the seniors right now for South Eugene.
Next year, Karch is going to attend Lane Community College.
Just announced Karsh Heckard, who is going to be going to LCC next season. Next year. Not sure if he's actually going to be playing basketball, but he is going to Lane Community College. Speaking of that, Lane Community College playing at Umpqua tomorrow. Going to be some big-time games over at Umpqua Community College. Lane versus Umpqua tomorrow is going to be number 1 versus number 2 in women's basketball. Lane, the number 1 team in the NWAC. They're undefeated on the season. They've won 41 straight games. Umpqua, they're 26-1 this season. They're 1 loss to Lane Community College up at the Titan Coliseum up here in Eugene. UCC hosting the Titans tomorrow. The girls' game is going to be at 5:30. Men's game will follow right afterwards at 7:30 p.m. Some big-time games happening in the Umpqua Valley tomorrow. Again, they're doing the senior presentations right now here at the Purple Pit. Nathaniel Johnson gets his name read. Levi Hawes really the standout amongst the seniors. He was first team All-Southwest Conference last season. Solomon Harris, the head coach of the South Eugene Axe, his 4th season after he took over for Dave Hancock, the longtime head coach and AD at South Eugene. Hancock was here for 21 years, and he had to resign due to health issues from a pair of back surgeries. Hancock was 309 and 233 across 21 years and took the Axe to the postseason 17 of his 20 years. Harris was previously an assistant for Hancock and eventually took over 4 years ago. And the Indians, 6-18 on the season, 2-9 in Southwest Conference play, facing off against the South Eugene Axe, 13-10 on the season, 5-6 in Southwest Conference play. Last time these two teams played, again, it was a buzzer-beating win for South Eugene in overtime. A game that honestly probably shouldn't have gone to overtime. In that game, there was a free throw that was made by South Eugene, and they didn't count it on the scoreboard. Nobody for South Eugene actually noticed that they didn't count the extra free throw that they made, and it eventually went to overtime when, in reality, South Eugene probably could have won the game by 1 point. Nonetheless, nobody saw it, and the game went to overtime. Roseburg had an opportunity. They were leading by 3 points and actually had an opportunity to run out the clock in overtime with 23 seconds. They were leading 71-68. They eventually turned the ball over after passing the ball in on the near sideline. There was a throw up the floor, trying to get it to a player who was wide open down the floor for a streaking layup. Instead, it went over their head and out of bounds. And next thing you know, Elijah Gabriel went to the line, and the sophomore got the Axe back within 1 on a couple of free throws. Tribe had a chance to run down the clock, but again, it was Landon Fanagau's pass on the sideline was out of reach, and ball went back to South Eugene with 17 seconds left. The Axe seemed to struggle to run the play they wanted after the timeout, but Elijah Gabriel drove down the lane for a close look at the game winner. The shot was off the mark, but it was tipped by Levi Hawes into the basket at the horn, who banked home the game winner as time expired. Owen Bentia in that game led the Indians with 24 points, and he actually fouled out in overtime. That was a big loss for the Indians, and even though they were winning, it was really Owen Bentia and Harrison Scott hitting a couple of huge three-pointers down the stretch in regulation to come from behind and even force overtime, but Bentia fouled out. It was a tough loss for the Indians in overtime. Harrison Scott contributed with 15 points. Jaron Leeworthy had 13 points for Roseburg. Landon Fanagau with 11 points. 4 players in double figures. Jaden Kemmerly had 5, and Caden Luther had 3. Elijah Gabriel for South Eugene was leading scorer with 18 points. Levi Hawes, the hero in the game, 17 points. Cameron Perry with 14 points. Calvin Yoder with 13 points. Nathaniel Johnson with 6. Karsh Heckard with 2. And Julius Schaefer also had 2. They just wrapped up the senior presentations. Teams coming onto the floor to warm up. We'll take our first break. When we come back, we'll have Coach Humphreys for the pregame interview. 2-minute timeout here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you can be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
I'm confused by the huge market swings.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Matt Jarecki here with Coach Humphreys. Coach, final one. What does it feel like to be this far into the season? You just got one more left.
Yeah, the end is always bittersweet, right? Lots of tough conversations, and getting rid of seniors, and the end of the season, right? As somebody who loves basketball, you never really want it to be over, and so it's always tough to be done. And the next couple of weeks are kind of like a hangover where you're like, I don't know what to do with my time. I got too many thoughts. I want to go do basketball, and you it's kind of in a funk for a couple of weeks. And then you don't get to see the guys every day, which is always tough after seeing them, I don't know, for 4 months now. Every day is something you miss. So, it's gonna be tough.
Mm-hmm. Last week you mentioned that those long bus rides, you get an opportunity to talk with some of the guys. What were those conversations like with the seniors, knowing that this is their final game?
Today it was mostly they just talked together in the back. They were laughing a lot and having a good time, and having some good memories. And so I didn't bring them up to coaches talk together some up front. And but even going home tonight, probably some good conversation and good laughs. So yeah.
It is the final game of the season. Obviously, a lot of seniors moving on, but you have some younger players that have played this season. Who's kind of stood out to you as you move forward to next season?
Obviously, Harrison and Jaron have both had some big games, point-wise and defensive-wise, and rebounding, filling up some stats in some different ways. So those two guys obviously starting most of the season for us, so excited to see what they do in the off-season. And then, with Tristan and Jaden swinging up from JV, it's going to be exciting to see how much time they put in and how much better they get in the off-season.
The last time you guys faced off against South Eugene, you were unable to coach. You had to watch the game from the home. What was that experience like, watching a game on a screen compared to watching a game in a gym?
Awful. I've only had to do that one other time as a head coach, and it's not much fun. I feel like I let the guys down. Feel like I didn't wasn't able to support them the way that I should have been able to, and but our coaching staff stepped up and did a great job, and they worked hard and obviously competed, and took it to overtime and had opportunities to win that game. So kudos to them for being able to play through adversity and work hard. So that should make tonight a fun one, knowing the last time was so close.
When you're watching a game from home, is it a different type of experience than watching a game on the floor? What stands out with that experience, maybe just looking at the game as a whole from a far angle with a camera, or maybe on the floor as a coach?
There's definitely some angles that you see different when you're looking down from above a little bit. And yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit wider angle too, so you see a couple things that maybe you don't see the first time. Just like when you watch film back, you know, you see a few things that you don't see just because of a different angle. But it was, you know, for me, it was still just as intense. Being at home, yelling at the TV, yelling at the guys, you know, calling sets and stuff like that. It didn't change much. Pacing up and down in the living room. So that level of stuff's still there. But yeah, definitely see a few things different.
I certainly wish I could be pacing up there calling that game. That was a very, very fun one. Looking at that game, though, you guys came really close. Couldn't come down with the last rebound at the very end. They were able to get the put back up. What stood out for your team's performance in that game, fighting hard throughout?
Yeah, just battling the whole game, you know, competing every possession. You know, and if we do that, the games we've done that in every time, then we've competed. The games that we don't do that every possession, then the scoreboard kind of shows it.
Mm-hmm. What kind of team does South Eugene put out there? What does their offense look like? What does their defense look like? And how are you guys going to try to attack that?
They got size that we don't have. They do a lot of post-to-post screening, trying to get the ball inside some. But they also can shoot pretty well, I think. I don't remember how many threes that they made, but they can definitely shoot from outside as well. So yeah, offensively they kind of you know, look to get the ball inside, but they push the ball up the floor as well. Last year they were definitely a run and gun team, and there's still some of that left in them.
Lastly, what are you telling your team ahead of this last game?
How do you want to be remembered? You know, how do you want to go out your last game? Do you want to go out, you know, knowing you gave everything that you had and you left everything on the floor? Or at the end of the game, are you going to have to look back and say, I didn't give everything I had?
Well, good luck tonight, Coach. Appreciate it. That was Coach Humphreys ahead of this matchup against the South Eugene Axe, wrapping up the season up here at the Purple Pit. Joey Keyran just texted me the RHS JV girls just won 19-16. How about that? How about that? The RHS JV girls win 19-16. The RHS JV boys unfortunately did not come away with a victory. I believe it was 62 to 51. They hit a three-pointer at the end of the game to make it a 62-51 final. But it was really exciting to see the RHS boys hit that three-pointer at the end. They were celebrating on the court like it wasn't even a loss. They were just happy to end the season on the high note. So getting ready, about a minute and a half to go till the national anthem against South Eugene. 13-10 on the season, 5-6 in Southwest Conference play. Roseburg 6-18 on the season, 2-9 in Southwest Conference play. Almost pulled off the victory against the Axe at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Let's go ahead and get you today's starting lineups, starting with the Roseburg Indians. Starting today is going to be Jaron Leeworthy with Landon Fanigow, Harrison Scott, Owen Bantia, Caden Luther, 3 seniors and 2 juniors. The 2 juniors, Leeworthy and Scott. 3 seniors, going to be Landon Fanigow, Owen Bantia, and Caden Luther. On the other side for South Eugene, it's going to be all 5 seniors. Here on senior night, Nathaniel Johnson, Levi Haas, Andre Rue, Karsh Heckard, and Rocco Castor. So they're trying to encourage the fans to be a little bit loud today. That's a first. I don't know if I've ever been to a sporting event where the PA announcer said it's okay to be loud. You can use your outdoor voice here in this gymnasium, but they're trying to excite the fans. Honestly, one of the best places in the Southwest Conference to catch a game. I love the Purple Pit. This is where I started broadcasting a little over 4 years ago. When I was attending the University of Oregon as a freshman. My freshman year, I got to broadcast here. So really excited to be back. National Anthem coming up. We'll take our final break of the pregame show, a 2-minute timeout during the National Anthem here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Can't move a muscle? Make a move to Centennial Orthopedics and Podiatry for muscle, joint, and bone care for the entire family. Whether for ankle or foot, hand and wrist, shoulder and elbow, hip and knee, or sports injuries, our specialty trained doctors can help you get moving. Get the safe, comfortable orthopedic care you deserve right here in Douglas County. It's your move. Call 541-229-2663 or visit centennialorthopodiatry.com today.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. For one low price, you can choose from a variety of signature and specialty hot and delicious pizzas. Then build your own salad your way with a wide selection of fresh vegetables, toppings, and dressings with as little or as much as you want. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Welcome back here to the Purple Pit. Matt Jarecki, happy to be with you this evening. Final game of the season for the Roseburg Indians, 6-18 on the season, 2-9 in Southwest Conference play. A little bit of a down year this year compared to last season, where the Indians went 14-11, 6-6 in Southwest Conference play. That was a top four finish for the Tribe, and they ended up making the postseason. Lost in the first round at Grant High School, 77-57. And this season, a little bit down in comparison to last year, the year before that. Nonetheless, it seems like it's been a season where the Indians have been in almost every single game, even the game against Sheldon on Friday. It got a little bit out of hand in the second half, but the Indians were certainly in it in the first quarter and first half. And that's certainly been the case this season for Roseburg, as it feels that even though they are 6-18 on the season, 12 games under 500, they've been competitive in most games this season. Again, starting lineups for today for South Eugene. Their five seniors being honored here on senior night. Nathaniel Johnson, Levi Haas, Andre Rue, Karsh Heckard, and Rocco Castor. The five seniors for South Eugene getting the start on their senior night here at the Purple Pit. On the other side for Roseburg, once again, the five starters: Jaron Leeworthy, Landon Fanigow, Harrison Scott, Owen Bentia, and Caden Luther. Coach Humphreys said it's bittersweet, and it certainly is bittersweet to come here for the final game of the season. Final games for Owen Bentia, Caden Luther, and Landon Fanigow in their Roseburg Indian careers. At least in basketball, Owen Bentia, a golfer. You'll see him in the spring golfing. 8 minutes on the clock. Owen Bentia going to be in the circle with Rocco Castor. Got Joe Krasnowski helping us today on camera. We're rocking and rolling. Tip is up, and winning it is South Eugene with Rocco Castor. Nathaniel Johnson will swing it to the right wing. With it is Levi Haas, the hero from the first time these two teams faced off back on January 31st. Pass inside from Johnson, knocked out of bounds by Caden Luther. Pass was going to Castor, a little bit of 33-on-33 action in the post. Knocked out on the far sideline. Axe basketball, 23 seconds on the shot clock. Karsh Heckard at the top. Swings it to the right wing for Johnson. Goes down low into the post. Rue gets it out, right wing. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound goes to Roseburg. Leeworthy trying to fight for it as Scott saved it momentarily, and a jump ball is going to be called. Possession arrow goes to Roseburg after South Eugene won the opening tip. 30 seconds in this ball game, 0-0 the score. Fanigow dribbles the ball up the floor for Roseburg, who's wearing black jerseys, white numbers, and letters with an orange trim. South Eugene, white jerseys, purple numbers. A little bit of a unique purple trim down the side of the jersey and shorts. Bentia cuts up the middle, goes up with a floater, too strong off back iron. Rebound goes to Castor, and he throws it up the floor. In transition, laying it up with the left hand. In is Karsh Heckard, and the Axe take the lead 2-0 here in the first quarter. South Eugene sideline to the left of us. Lower bowl making some noise. At the top, it's Caden Luther driving in on Castor, and he's fouled. Foul is going to be on Rocco Castor. That's his first. Castor had no points in the first matchup between these two schools. Indians will take out from the baseline. Fanigow to inbound it. Gets it to the right wing for Bantia. Pumps a three and now takes it inside the arc. Puts up a shot, and it's off to the right side. Contested shot won't go. Up the floor, Johnson has it down the left lane. Lays it up with the right hand and in. 4-0, South Eugene with the lead. Early going. Fanigow will reset up the top, standing on the logo. The SE, he's on as he bounces it over to Luther. The right elbow, trying to go down to the right block for Scott, and it's taken away by Levi Haas. With it is Andre Rube. Between two defenders, went up, he's blocked. Ball goes to South Eugene. Follow-up shot won't go for Haas. A tussle on the floor, and another jump ball going to be called. Going to stay here with South Eugene. 6:14 on the clock. And looks like Owen Bentia just got teed up. It is a technical foul on Owen Bentia. That's his first. Easton Cantrell.
We're going to get a technical foul on number 12.
We'll try to check in for Bentia. Bentia was just saying that he grabbed his arm and disagreed with the call. Either way, he gets teed up, and the first free throw is good from Andre Rue. 5-0, South Eugene with the lead. Tough start for the Indians. Second free throw. Spins around and rolls in. 2 for 2 at the line is Rue, and it's 6-0, South Eugene. The Axe trolling possession on the far sideline. Haas gets it in for Rue as he passes the timeline. Cantrell into the game. Bentia taken out by Coach Humphreys. Right wing down to the right block for Haas. Puts up about a 10-foot jump shot. Too strong. Tipped away, and South Eugene comes away with it. Heckard takes it to the left elbow. Spins. Puts up a shot with the left hand. Won't go. Followed by Haas. Won't go. And Luther blocked a shot from Karsh Heckard. Ball goes out of bounds on the near sideline. Inbounding it is Andre Rue. Gets it into the top for Heckard. Scott comes out to defend. Gets a screen to the right side. Trying to feed it down low was Heckard. Haas comes away with the ball, and a foul on the floor. Foul going to be on Roseburg. Foul's on Landon Fanigow. That's his first. Team second. Axe will take out from the right baseline. Rue gets it in. Shot up from Heckard. It's short. And the rebound goes to Easton Cantrell. 6-0, South Eugene with the lead. 5.5 to play as Fanigow crosses the timeline. Takes it to the foul stripe. Passes to the top for Cantrell. He'll dribble towards his right. Almost lost it. Leeworthy finds it after it's poked away. Puts up a floater and it rattles in. Jaron Leeworthy gets the first 2 points of the game for Roseburg, and it's 6-2. His dad, Daniel Leeworthy, watching from the far sideline, all the way at the top. Big-time game for him and the Riverhawks tomorrow at UCC. Haas passes it down low to the left block. Nathaniel Johnson got the pass, went up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Foul is going to be on Caden Luther. That's his first. So Nathaniel Johnson's at the line, had 6 points in the first game between Roseburg and South Eugene. His first free throw, nothing but net. He has 3 points. And the lead is up to 5 for South Eugene, 7-2. Harrison Scott checks out. Owen Bentia back into the game after the one technical foul. Johnson goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. Indians trail 8-2. Fanigow, the point guard, feeds it to Luther in the high post. Looking to go down low for Bentia. Finds him. He lays it up off the glass, off to the right. Rebound goes to Haas. Good look from Bentia. Couldn't get it to flush down. Andre Rue passes it to the left wing for Heckard. Passes to the top for Haas. Swings it to the right wing for Rue. Down low for Heckard. Feeds it inside for Johnson. Takes one dribble. passes it across to Haas, and he banks it home. 10-2, South Eugene with the lead. 4:20 to play here in the first quarter. Vanagal, bounce pass to Luther in the right wing. Takes a step inside the arc, and he's fouled. Foul is on Rocco Castor. That's his second. Second team foul. Roseburg will take out from the left baseline. Vanagal looking, gets it into Bentia. Far corner, three-pointer, cash.
Bentia with a three-point bucket.
Bentia finally gets one to drop, and it's 10-5. Bentia just 4 points in the game against Sheldon on Friday. Left wing, it's Andre Rue. Brings it to the point, passes to the far corner for Haas, and he traveled. Scott coming into the game for Jaron Leeworthy. Cantrell stays out there. Cantrell, his final game. He'll be going to UCC next year to study forestry. Indians down by 5. A little over halfway through this first quarter. Vanagal between his legs, picks up his dribble, gets it to Scott, left wing, three-pointer. It's short. Might have even airballed. Max fans letting him know. Rue with it at the top, brings it to the right wing. And now back to the point. Cantrell, good defense. Haas gives a screen to the right. And now Johnson has it in the near corner. They get it into the paint, turn around, jump shot, banked in. Rocco Castor gets it to go. 12-5, 7-point lead for South Eugene. Vanagal running the point today. Gets it to the high post for Luther once again. Uses the shoulder to shrug off Castor. Hands it off to Bentia. He'll put up a three ball. It's good. Back-to-back three-pointers from Owen Bentia. And it's 12-8. Indians within 4. Johnson cross court to the near side for Rue. Crosses up Bentia and brings it to the point. To the right wing, he gives it to Heckard. To the top for Haas, to the left wing now for Rue. Down low, turnaround shot from Heckard, and it goes off the glass and in. South Eugene connecting early on. It's 14-8. South Eugene student section, pretty good turnout on the far sideline. On their feet, clapping their hands. They get it to Scott at the foul stripe, puts up a jump shot off to the left. There's a ricochet off the rim. South Eugene with the basketball on the right side of the court, going left to right on your radio dial. Long two-point jump shot is blocked. Heckard put it up. The Indians got their paws on it. Bentia down the far sideline. In transition, three-pointer. A little bit of a heat check, and it came up just a bit short. Rebound goes to South Eugene and Andre Rue. Passes to the left wing. Heckard takes it inside the arc. And then bounce pass to the top for Haas. Swings it around the perimeter to the near side. Rue with it. Bentia the defense, and they get it to the far side. Haas puts up a three-pointer. Too strong. Luther corrals the rebound. 14-8 the score. 1:35 and counting here in the first quarter. Not a ton of stoppage. Vanagal hands it off to Bentia. In the front court. Bentia backs up and gives it to Cantrell in the far corner, down to the right block. Tough shot from Vanagal, and it falls. Right over a defender, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point game, 14-10. Near side, Rue with it. Gets it to the front court for Johnson, out to the left wing now for Heckard. Takes a jab with his left foot to the top for Castor, to the right wing for Johnson. Bounce pass down low to the right block. Back to the left wing. Three-pointer up from Rue. It ricochets short, and Scott gets the rebound. 45 seconds on the clock. Got a 15-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Bentia to Cantrell. Down low for Vanagal, working on Johnson. Goes up over him. Airballed the ball too strong. And now Haas up the floor with some pace. Passes it up. Luther picks it away. 25 seconds, and Luther slowly brings it up the floor. Hands it off to Vanagal. 18 seconds. Indians can hold for the final shot, and Coach Humphreys puts up the stop sign, telling them to slow it down. Bentia with the ball. Rue pressuring him. Almost took the ball away. Bentia gets a screen from Luther. Rue hit the deck, and a foul going to be called on Owen Bentia. It's the second foul from Bentia. 5.1 on the clock. Cantrell will check out, and Bentia will remain in the game. Ashton Palm going to check in. Bentia will actually check out as well. So 5.1 on the clock. South Eugene a chance for the final shot. They had a couple of buzzer beaters at the quarter breaks. The game down at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium too. They get it into Haas, gets it to the front court, long half court heave, and it's too far to the right side. Probably a little bit past half court, maybe a little bit into the front court. Nonetheless, a long three-pointer from Haas, and it's off to the right, and South Eugene will lead it by 4 at our first quarter break. 1 minute timeout. Indians trailing by 4 here on 541radio.com, and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Roseburg basketball to begin the second quarter. Jaron Leeworthy going right to left, trying to get it to Luther. It's off his leg, up the floor. South Eugene has it into the game, and laying it in is Elijah Gabriel. And the Axe take the lead and extend it to 6. It's 16-10. Roseburg trying to get going here in the second quarter. Bentia with 6 points. Leeworthy and Fanagau each with 2. Leeworthy trying to go to Fanagau. It was blocked away by Nathaniel Johnson, and now Fanagau has it on the right wing to the top. Leeworthy a 3-ball. It rattles in. Leeworthy, his first three-pointer, only shooting 23% from the three-point line this season, but he gets it to go, and it's now a 3-point game. Left wing, Gabriel brings it down towards the rack, put up a floater, and it's off the rim. Roseburg gets the rebound. Scott up the floor quickly. Left wing, he has it to the foul line for Luther. Drives in on Castor to the far corner for Leeworthy. Lost the ball on the floor. He gets it to Fanagau on the right wing. Takes it in the paint. Looking for a no-look pass to Luther, and it's taken away by Castor. Cameron Perry. Bounce pass to Gabriel, and he lays it in. Elijah Gabriel, the sophomore, did not play in the first quarter, but quickly gets 4 points to start the second quarter, and it's 18-13. Scott brings it to the near corner. In the short corner, he drives baseline. Far corner, three-pointer. Leeworthy connects. He has 2 three-pointers, and the Indians bring it to a 2-point game. 18-16, timeout for Roseburg. We'll take one ourselves. 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com, and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Those were the darkest days of my life.
It's the second quarter. 18-16 the score.
The Axe inbound.
South Eugene with the lead after the timeout for Roseburg. The Axe will have the basketball going left to right on your radio dial. Axe white jerseys, purple numbers and letters. Indians black jerseys, white numbers with an orange trim. Andre Roux brings it up the floor for the Axe, passes it to the right wing for Gabriel. Cross court to Castor in the left wing. Goes back to Gabriel, right wing, three-pointer. It's off to the left. Palm went for the rebound. Instead, it's taken away by Cameron Perry. Some contact in the paint. And a foul going to be called on Ashton Palm, the senior. That's his first team foul in the second. Big defensive possession here for Roseburg. Trying to get an opportunity offensively to try to tie in the game. They get it into Perry in the short corner on the near side. Gets it to Gabriel on the right wing. Back to the top for Haas. They swing it around the perimeter. Roux, three ball. Too strong. Palm tries to get the rebound, and Roux may have hit his arm. And he did. Foul is on Andre Roux. That's his first. First team foul in the second. 6:02 on the clock in the second quarter. It's 18-16. South Eugene with the lead. Fanigo has it for the Indians. Calls for Scott to motion back in the front court, and he does, and gets the pass. Scott goes to Palm in the near corner. Palm back to the top for Scott. Now to the point for Luther. Takes a handoff to Palm, tries to get it to Fanigo. Poked away by Gabriel. Fanigo gets it back. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Fanigo takes it to the rack down the left lane. No good. Leeworthy gets the fall up. Count the basket and one. Caden Luther ties the game and has an opportunity here to give the Indians their first lead. Luther just a 32% free throw shooter this season. Special thanks to DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop, as well as the Cow Creek Tribe, our video stream sponsor all season long. Luther makes the free throw and the Indians lead 19-18. First lead of the night for Roseburg. Far side, Calvin Yoder to the near side for Perry. Into the paint, he brings it. And a charge. Fanigow stood tall. And the foul is going to go against Elijah Gabriel. That's his first. So the Indians lead it by one. Fanigow takes it past the half-court line on the far side. Hands it off to Leeworthy in the front court. Gets it across to the near wing. It's Palm trying to go back to Fanigow on the far sideline, and Gabriel got his right hand on it. Knocked out of bounds. Indians basketball on the far side. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Palm to inbound it. They get it to the backcourt for Fanigow. Fanigow hands it off to Leeworthy. Passes to the near side for Palm, into the corner for Scott. Good defense from Perry. Scott spins, gets a mid-range jump shot to go.
Scott with the pull-up.
Able to sink it. And the Indians lead by 3, 21-18. And is Haas out to the left wing for Gabriel. Up to the top. Three-pointer up. Perry connects. We're tied at 21-21. Fanigow. Bounce pass to Luther at the point. Goes down low for Ashton Palm at the right block, and it's taken away. A steal from Calvin Yoder. With the head of steam. Gives it to the left wing for Gabriel. Takes it into the arc to the left elbow, and then back to the top. One-handed bounce pass over to the right wing for Perry, and in the near corner for Haas. Down low for Gabriel. Lost the ball, but cleaning it up and putting it in is Julius Schaefer.
Cleaning things up for the Axe.
And now the Axe lead 23-21. Bentiel will come in for Ashton Palm. 4:02 to go here in the first half. Axe leading by 2. Fanigow running the point today. Bright orange shoes. Gets it to Luther in the high post. This has been the offense today for the Indians. Bentia left wing, and a travel before Bentia's shot. It did go from three-point range, but shuffling of the shoes for Caden Luther. Axe leading by 2. Nathaniel Johnson Senior guard gets it to the left wing for Yoder. Back to the top for Johnson. Back to Yoder, left wing, 3-ball up. It's good. 5-point South Eugene lead, 26-21. Fanigal passes to Luther to the top for Bentia. Gets a screen from Luther, takes it towards the point. Trying to go down low to Luther. Batted back, he gets the ball back. Spins inside between two defenders. He's blocked from behind by Yoder. Bentia hit the deck, up the floor. Perry lays it in. South Eugene, a little bit of a run, 28-21. Indians led by 3. Since that point, it's a 10-0 run for South Eugene. Fanigal, right wing, gets it to the top for Scott. Crosses up Perry, pulls up from the foul line, and it's good.
Harrison Scott with the pull-up.
28-23, 5-point game. Johnson passes to Yoder on the left wing. Cross court to Johnson, right wing. And then back to Yoder on the far side in the short corner. Jump step into the lane. Knocked away. Found Cameron Perry, and his 5-foot jump shot goes. Back to a 7-point game, 30-23. Axe with the lead. Luther in the high post at the left elbow. Looks for an option down low. Rockets a ball towards Leeworthy, and it went right through his hands, out of bounds. An absolute laser from Luther. A little bit too hard to handle. Johnson at the top. Bounce pass to the foul line to Haas, out to the left wing. Back to Yoder. Pulls up from the left elbow. Fade away, won't go. Luther growls the rebound. Bentia takes it to the rack. Fade away, and he's blocked and fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Calvin Yoder. That's his first. 4th team foul. And Owen Bentia is at the line for Roseburg. Bentia's first, short. Rare miss for the 71% free throw shooter. Special thanks to Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call 541-459-1545. Bentia makes the second free throw. 30-24, the score. South Eugene with the lead. At the top, Perry gets it to Haas, left wing. To the top for Johnson, swings it to the right wing. Perry down low, Haas was left alone, and an offensive foul. Fanigal was on the floor. Foul is on Calvin Yoder. Scratch that. It's on Julius Schaefer. So Fanigal at the top, passes to Luther towards Bentia. Bentia was arguing that it was tipped out of bounds by South Eugene. Instead, referees say South Eugene basketball. 6-point game, Axe with the lead. A little bit of a half-court press for the Indians, which the Axe break. Haas at the top. Out to the left wing for Yoder. Back to the top. They get it to the right wing for Haas. Down low. It was Yoder, left alone. First time wouldn't go. Got his follow-up and puts it in. Yoder with some size. Uses it to his advantage, and it's now 32-24, an 8-point lead for South Eugene. Fanigal into the paint. Euro steps, off the glass and in. Fanigal with his first 2 points of the second quarter. 32-26. 40 seconds to play here in the first half. Pass into the paint for Perry. Spins, puts up a 10-foot jumper, and it falls. 6 points for Cameron Perry. It's now 34-26. Back to an 8-point game. Indians can hold for the final shot. Shot clock off, and Fanigal will slow it down in the front court. Vanagow dribbling the ball. Yoder steps up, 10 seconds. Vanagow at the top, takes it down the left lane, goes up with the left hand. It's too far off the glass. Haas with 4 seconds puts up a long half-court heave, and it's airballed, and it's out of bounds with 1.3. He could have dribbled it about 5 more feet, 10 more feet. Instead, he put up a long half-court heave, and Roseburg has an opportunity here. Bentia gets it with 1. His shot way short, just shy of the three-point line on the opposite side of the floor. 34-26 the score. South Eugene with the lead at the halftime break. Indians with some work to do in the second half. We'll take a 2-minute timeout here on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Can't move a muscle? Make a move to Centennial Orthopedics and Podiatry for muscle, joint, and bone care for the entire family. Whether for ankle or foot, hand and wrist, shoulder and elbow, hip and knee, or sports injuries, our specialty trained doctors can help you get moving. Get the safe, comfortable orthopedic care you deserve right here in Douglas County. It's your move. Call 541-229-2663 or visit centennialorthopodiatry.com today.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. For one low price, you can choose from a variety of signature and specialty hot and delicious pizzas. Then build your own salad your way with a wide selection of fresh vegetables, toppings, and dressings with as little or as much as you want. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Halftime break it is. 34-26 here at South Eugene at the Purple Pit. South Eugene coming from behind in the second quarter. The Indians took the lead thanks to Caden Luther getting an and one play. The Indians led 21-18 after that point. It was all South Eugene, outscored the Indians by a total of 16-5 in the final 4 minutes and some change. Really good end of the quarter for South Eugene, who finished with 20 points in the second quarter, 14 points in the first quarter for South Eugene, a total of 34 at the halftime break. Roseburg had 10 points in the first quarter, found themselves down by 4 after 1, 16 points in the second quarter, a good offensive quarter for the Indians, but defensively gave up the 20 points, and now they trail by 8 at the halftime break. Stats from the first half, Jaron Leeworthy with 8 points. That leads Roseburg. Owen Bantia with 7 points right behind him. Landon Vanagow, Harrison Stott, each with 4 points, and Caden Luther with 3 points. It's a 5-player scoring show so far for Roseburg. On the other side for South Eugene, it really was a tale of 2 quarters. They had the 5 seniors play the entirety of the first quarter. Nathaniel Johnson, Levi Haas, Andre Rue, Karsh Heckard, and Rocco Castor, and they did all the scoring in the first quarter. In the second quarter, it was the bench players, Julius Schaefer, Elijah Gabriel, Cameron Perry, and Calvin Yoder, all scoring in the second quarter. At the halftime break, leading scorer for South Eugene is Cameron Perry, who scored 9 points in the second quarter. Calvin Yoder had 5 points off the bench. Nathaniel Johnson, as well as Karsh Heckard and Elijah Gabriel, they all had 4 points. And Rocco Castor, Julius Schaefer, Andre Rue, and Levi Haas each had 2 points in the first half. 34-26 the score. South Eugene with the lead. South Eugene right now, they find themselves in 5th place in the Southwest Conference standings. They're 13-10 overall in the year, but just 5-6 in Southwest Conference play. If you look at the teams ahead of them, South Medford, who's in 2nd, they're 11-12 on the season. They are 7-4 in Southwest Conference play. North Medford, 13-9, 6-4 in Southwest Conference play, and Grants Pass ahead of them, 10-13, 6-5 in Southwest Conference play. So the Axe, this is an important game for them, hoping to try to get into the top 4, and obviously they need some help from Grants Pass. South Medford, they're facing off against North Medford this week. Little black versus blue rivalry for an opportunity to finish 2nd in the Southwest Conference. South Medford peaking at the right time. Beat the Indians last week pretty handily, and also beat South Eugene pretty handily last week, winning 61-40 against South Eugene. Against the Indians, they scored a season-high 85 points in an 85-55 victory at South Medford High School. Tough loss for the Indians, and Medford, the Panthers are hot. Them and Sheldon, the top 2 teams in the Southwest Conference. Sheldon, a 60-46 victory against South Eugene last week. They also beat Roseburg 77-40. Final game of the season for the Roseburg Indians, wrapping up this 2024-2025 season. 6-18, currently the record. Looking for a strong second half to come from behind and try to come back against South Eugene and end the year on a high note. It's been a tough season for the Indians compared to last season, where the Indians finished 14-11, 6-6 in Southwest Conference play. Graduated 3 starters with Micah Mendoza, Asher Vrendenberg, and Lopez, and it's just been a tough year trying to replace some of those players. And then you have 3 players no longer playing at RHS. You had Andrew McCurdy, who transferred to Oakland, Spencer Bingham, and Decker Stedman. I'll get the name in a second. Decker Stedman, a former athlete at Thurston High School. Carter Stedman's younger brother. I'll get there eventually. I'll try to remember. But they're not playing. Spencer Bingham and Stedman not playing this year. McCurdy transferred to Oakland, and so a lot of shakeup with the roster this year in comparison to last year, losing 3 of your top 4 scorers. Vrendenberg now at SWAC, Lopez at UCC, who's redshirting, and Micah Mendoza is at LBCC, who's had a pretty good season so far with the Roadrunners up there. Now, 3 minutes and 44 seconds to go. We had some breaks that we missed from the first half, so we'll throw them in right now. Take a 1.5-minute timeout here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you can be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Back here at South Eugene High School. McLean Stedman. That's the Stedman I was looking for. Decker Stedman, he went to Thurston High School, actually played for the Oregon Ducks baseball team. He transferred to Lewis Clark State after some time at actually Lynn Benton Community College, where Micah Mendoza is right now. He played on the Springfield Drifters summer collegiate baseball team. I called the Drifters. I know Decker. I've met him, and we've talked several times. And when you meet a Stedman, I don't know why. I did it during football season. I always just remembered Decker Stedman's name. McLean Stedman, sorry to him, but he's not playing anymore, and so that was another tough loss for Roseburg heading into the season. Losing some players to graduation, transfer, and then just players not playing anymore for Coach Humphrey's squad. If you look at next season, there are some young players who will have some big-time roles. Marcus Lobo, he didn't play this season. He's out for the year, missed the whole season with a leg injury, and he was a guy that Coach Humphrey singled out as a guy that he was impressed with in the offseason, was really excited for him to play this season, but didn't have the opportunity, and so you'll look forward to having him next season. Harrison Scott, Jaron Leeworthy, the two starters today that are juniors. He's looking for big-time years out of them next season. Both of them averaging over 7 points per game. Scott actually the second leading scorer on the team, right behind Owen Bentia. Scott with 10 points per game this season. Jaron Leeworthy with 7.7 points per game this season. They've both had moments where they've led the team in scoring overall in a couple of games. So there are going to be some players looked upon next season. Jaden Kemmerly, a junior for the team that's been swinging back and forth between JV and varsity, as well as Tristan Frabel. That might be the starting five next season. Second half of basketball. South Eugene going to start with the basketball here in the third quarter. Mac's going to have the ball on the far sideline, attacking right to left on your radio dial. Indians defending on the left side will be going towards the right. Roseburg today, black jerseys, white numbers and letters with the orange trim. South Eugene, the white jerseys and purple number and letters. Right side, Johnson has it to the far corner for Castor, back to the top for Heckard. That's the left wing for Rue, into the near corner now for Castor. Bentia, the defense in the near corner. They get it back to the top, and they'll reset with Johnson at the point. Left wing, Rue thought about a three-pointer. Back to the top for Johnson. 15 seconds on the shot clock, out to the right wing. Heckard takes a dribble on Leeworthy to the far corner for Castor. Goes behind his back, lost the ball, picks it up with 6 seconds. Right wing, Haas to the top. That's the left wing. Rue at the horn. It goes. 37-26. Heck of an opening possession for South Eugene. They lead by 11. Cross court, Bentia puts up a three-pointer. He answers. Owen Bentia makes his third three-pointer. And now it's 37-29. Back to an 8-point game, near side on the near wing. It's Johnson, cross court to Rue, right wing. He'll put up another three-pointer, this time off the glass, punched in the air by Johnson, and it's out of bounds on the baseline. Three-pointer felt pretty good from the near side, far side. Rue way off the glass. Indians trying to end the year on a high note. Come from behind fashion up here at the Purple Pit. Vannegow tried to get it to Bentia, who was cutting, slashing. The ball went right behind his back, out of bounds to the Roseburg bench. Turnover for Roseburg. South Eugene basketball. Near side, Heckard into the paint for Haas. Pump fakes, now takes a dribble towards his left. Puts up a fadeaway, no good, off the rim. Leeworthy gets the rebound, dribbles it tightly and gets it up the floor for Scott. Pass up to Vannegow. He'll slash down the right lane, goes up with the right hand and lays it in. Vannegow with 6 points. Cuts the lead down to 6-2, 37-31. At the top, Hackert to the near side. On the wing, it's Rue. Cross court for Johnson. Had to leap up to catch the pass. Back to Rue, left wing. Thought about a three-pointer. He was open. Instead, passed it inside for Haas. Haas has it. Gets it inside to the paint. Gives it over, and Hackard rattles it in. 39-31. Indians need some stops defensively. They need to score here offensively as well. Luther at the point. Big man looking for an option. Finds Vannegow on the left wing. Goes behind his back on Heckard. Out to the left wing for Bentia. trying to get himself free from Rue, crosses him up into the arc, takes it with strong drive, and he's fouled. We'll go to the line. Foul is on, I believe, Rue. By the way, Bentia at the line, first free throw, money. Makes it 39-32. Special thanks to our sponsor, Neilco Real Estate. Check out Neil Company Real Estate at neilco.com for the latest listings around Douglas County. Their agents can help you score the home of your dreams. Bentia, for the second time tonight, goes 1 for 2 at the foul line, keeps it 39-32. At the top for South Eugene, a three-pointer from Castor off the glass and rim. Off to the right, and Roseburg will bring it up the floor. So they get the stop defensively, now trying to get it going offensively. In the front court, Fanigal passes it to Leeworthy. To the near corner for Scott. Down to the right block. Backing in as Fanigal pump fakes, goes up. He's fouled. Shot went off to the right of the rim. And Fanigal will go to the free throw line. Foul is on Karsh Heckard. So Rue with 3 fouls. The last foul was on Rue. And now here's Landon Fanigal at the foul stripe. High arcer, and it goes. 39-33. Special thanks to our sponsor, Dr. Alanson Randall, Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Visit drrandall.com or call 541-378-6694. Fanigal goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. 39-34. Lead down to 5. Johnson to the far side. It's Elijah Gabriel. Back to the top for Levi Haas. And now to Johnson in the near wing. Bounce pass down to the low block for Castor, working on Luther. Back out to the top. Swings it to the right wing. And down low, and a offensive foul. Just got a text from Joey Kieran at the half. The Roseburg girls up 30-12. They might get a sweep against South Eugene. They picked up their first Southwest Conference win against the Axe up here at the Purple Pit on the 31st, and now they lead at home by 18 at the halftime break. Fanigal to the near corner for Leeworthy. Cuts in, back to the top. Fanigal, three-pointer on its way. Off back iron. Doesn't get the lucky bounce, and Luther went up for a rebound. And instead of foul on the floor, Karsh Heckard with his second foul, third team foul of the quarter. With 4:07 on the clock, it's 39-34, a 5-point game. Fanigal to inbound from the baseline. To Bentia in the near corner. Back down low to Fanigal, backing in on 2 defenders. Cross court to the far corner for Leeworthy. He drives baseline, then backs his way out. Left wing, three-pointer, Scott connects.
Harrison Scott for 3.
Indians cut it within 2, 39-37. Yoder, right wing, to the top. Now to the left wing for Haas, down to the low block for Yoder, to the top for Gabriel. Heckard has it at the top now at the point. Swings it to the left wing for Yoder. Passes to Gabriel in the near corner. Gabriel to the top for Haas. Out to the right wing. Yoder puts up a tray ball. It's off the rim towards the right. Offensive rebound, Heckard. Gets it to Yoder. Down low to the right block. Laying it in is Elijah Gabriel. Gabriel now with 6 points and the lead back to 4, 41-37. Fanigal passes it to Luther. Near corner, Leeworthy, 3-ball. Bullseye!
Leeworthy.
Third three-pointer for Jaron Leeworthy. 41-40. Johnson passes it now to Haas, near side Yoder. And a timeout going to be called by South Eugene. So a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Decades, you've invested for a more secure future, a comfortable lifestyle, and stability for the next generation. But can you do more? Achieve financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today. Sights set on retirement? At Palm Wealth Management, your priorities are our priorities. Feel comfortable with your finances and spend time on what matters most. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Welcome back here to the Purple Pit. Haas gets it into the near corner. Yoder puts up a three ball, rather that was Cameron Perry. And it's too strong off the rim and then back out for Landon Fanigal. Fanigal to the left wing for Scott. Scott takes it to the far corner. Now to Bentia into the paint. Goes up with the right hand. Hook shot won't go, off to the left side. Yoder gets the rebound and now up the floor. It's Levi Haas. Pulls up straight away. Can't sink it. Back out off front iron. Luther the rebound. Bentia, the head of steam. Fakes a pass to the corner. Goes up with the right hand. It may have been blocked. A little bit of a tussle for a ball. And it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Roseburg basketball.
Andre Rue back into the floor for the Axe.
Fanigal tries to inbound it, and it's taken away by Haas. Bentia gets it right back, puts up a three-pointer. It rolls off the rim. Would have been huge. 41-40, South Eugene with the lead. Yoder pulls up from the foul line. Too strong, Luther with the rebound, and now the Indians have a chance to take the lead. Into the paint, Leeworthy hands it off to Luther. Takes one dribble, back to Leeworthy. In the short corner, out to the right wing. Fanigal fakes a three, down low to Luther. He loses the ball, dove to try to save it, and now South Eugene has it the other way. Gabriel lays it off the glass. No good. Off of Fanigal. No, they say off of Perry. And the South Eugene student section can't believe it. They let the refs hear it on the far sideline. Bentia with the basketball, 1:25 play here in the third quarter. Indians a chance to take the lead. Bentia spins between two defenders, and he's fouled. Foul is going to be on Elijah Gabriel, I believe. Yep. It's his second. Now Owen Bentia to the line. Special thanks to our sponsor, Chuck Schwarm and Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? As well as Gibbs RV. You got to get to Gibbs. Bentia misses. So it keeps it a 1-point game, 41-40. Bentia makes it. We're tied 41-41. Heck of a basketball game here at the Purple Pit. Right wing, it's Gabriel to the near side. Rue into the corner. Perry three-pointer. Splash. And after the Indians tie, South Eugene takes the lead. 44-41. Fanigal. Far corner, Scott. Drives in, and now Bentia left wing tries to answer, and he's fouled. He's fouled. Foul is going to be on Andre Rue. Bentia will go to the line. Bentia makes the first free throw. The Indians cut it within two. (44-42). And he makes the second. Special thanks to our sponsor, Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County, as well as Flyaway Travel. Contact the travel experts at Travel Leader, Flyaway Travel, and make sure you have an agent in your corner. Call 541-672-5701. Bentia misses the free throw. Leeworthy gets the ball back and puts it in, and the Indians lead 45-44. Far side, South Eugene with the basketball. It's poked away. Yoder had it off his fingertips, and it's going to be Roseburg basketball. Luther, good defense. Jaron Leeworthy with 13 points. And the Indians lead 46-44. Fanning out. Hands it off to Bentia on the far sideline. Less than a second difference between game clock and shot clock. Loudest the gym's been all night long. Bentia in the front court, playing with Gabriel. Gets a screen from Luther, takes it down the right lane, into the paint. Luther lays it in. Indians lead by 3. 3 seconds to go. Pass in, half court heave from Rue. It's off the glass, almost in. Just off to the right. And that'll do it for the third quarter. 47-44, the Indians come from behind a heck of a quarter, and they lead by 3 as we head to the fourth quarter. 1 minute timeout before this finish here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Move a muscle? Make a move to Centennial Orthopedics and Podiatry for muscle, joint, and bone care for the entire family. Whether for ankle or foot, hand and wrist, shoulder and elbow, hip and knee, or sports injuries, our specialty-trained doctors can help you get moving. Get the safe, comfortable orthopedic care you deserve right here in Douglas County. It's your move. Call 541-229-2663 or visit centennialorthopodiatry.com today.
It's time to get your game on with Mountain Mike's oven roasted chicken wings. They're meaty, juicy, in 4 bold sauces ready to tempt your taste buds. And they're hand sauced and tossed for every order. It's game on with Mountain Mike's Pizza oven roasted chicken wings. Get your wings today. Order online or on our app for carryout or delivery.
Welcome back here, and right away, steal and a dunk. Levi Hawes lays it in. Kind of a dunk, kind of a lay-in of sorts. Either way, it's 47-46. Indians lead it here in the fourth quarter. Going up is Owen Bentia, and he banks it off the glass. Bentia, big quarter from him. He had 14 points and now connects here. 49-46. Under the basket, Haas went up and he's fouled. So Haas will shoot 2. Foul is going to be on Landon Fanigal. That's his second. So Haas at the line. Honorable mention, rather first team, honorable mention. First team All Southwest Conference a year ago. There we go. Misses the first free throw. Just 2 points from Haas, had 17 points in the game-winning putback against Roseburg. First time these two teams met. Special thanks to Palm Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson and Company, member SIPC. Haas connects. 49-47. Bentia with the ball, gets it to Fanigal, left wing. Gabriel reaching it in defensively. Fanigal drives down the left lane, cuts between 2 defenders and lays it off to the glass and in. 51-47. Indians lead by 4. It was a 21-point third quarter for Roseburg. Gabriel passes to the left block. Haas goes up with the left hand. Left foot, I should say, off the left foot. Shot too strong, and it's off of himself, out of bounds. Roseburg basketball. (51-47). Bentia gets it into Fanigal, full court press, and it eases off for South Eugene. Fanigal past the half-court line. Passes it to Luther. Looking for Scott. Instead goes to Fanigal left wing. Takes it down the left alley. Passes back to the top for Scott. Jabs once, dribbles it back to the front court. Bentia gets the ball with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bentia gets a screen to the right. Instead goes to the left, down the left lane, lays it in. Just the second 2-point basket for Bentia. Both of them have come in this quarter, and it's 53-47. Indians with a 6-point lead. Gabriel to the top for Perry. Swings it to Yoder, near side. Cross court, right wing. Rue, 3-ball. Rattles out. Halfway down before popping out. And Luther gets the rebound. The Indians, strong second half. Luther gets a screen to Bentia. Bentia, three-pointer, too strong off back iron. Yoder gets the rebound up the floor for Perry. A 2-on-1 with Haas. Haas goes up for a dunk, and he's fouled. Almost dunked on Fanigal. You could just hear Fanigal scream, "We'll make him earn it." And a timeout going to be called by South Eugene. 47 points for South Eugene, 53 points for Roseburg. We'll take a 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
At the line is Levi Haas, 5:35 on the clock. Special thanks to the Cow Creek Tribe, our video stream sponsor all season long, as Haas makes the free throw. 53-48. After the timeout, second free throw from Haas on its way. It's good. 4-point game, 53-49. Fanigal, Bentia, Luther, the three seniors on the floor for Roseburg, trying to win their final game in an Indian uniform. Fanigal to the top for Leeworthy, to the foul line for Luther. Try to go down low for Leeworthy. He wasn't looking for it. Yoder takes it away. Gabriel up the floor. Bounce pass to Haas. In the paint. He banks it in. Max cut it to 2. 53-51. Leeworthy straight away, three-pointer, yes! Fourth three-pointer for Jaron Leeworthy, 56-51. Yoder, near wing, to the point for Haas, out to the right wing for Rue. Down to Yoder, to the top for Gabriel, now to the left wing for Haas. Down to Perry, mismatch with Scott defending. Perry backing in the paint, goes up with the left hand and lays it in. Perry with 14 points, 53-56, and a timeout for Roseburg. We'll take a timeout here, 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com, and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
(56-53). Roseburg leading by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Indians trailed at the halftime break 34-26. They were down by 8, outscored South Eugene 21-10 in the third quarter. Now lead by 3. Been a good one. We had a great one at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium back on the 31st of January. Another good one up here at the Purple Pit. Indians basketball going left to right. Fanigal brings it up the floor on the near sideline. Past the half-court line, he brings it. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Passes it to Luther, right wing. Bentia, 3-ball off to the left. Leeworthy reaches up for an offensive rebound, but knocked it out of bounds. Max basketball. South Eugene an opportunity to cut it to 1 or tie. Andre Roux brings it up the floor to the right wing for Perry. Perry to the top for Yoder. The foul line now to the left wing. It's Roux. Gabriel to the top. They reset with Haas. Right wing Perry working around the perimeter. Near side Roux. Fakes a three to the top for Haas. Right wing Perry. Now cross court Roux. Left wing. Indians with good defense. Max playing on the perimeter. Nothing inside. 7 seconds on the shot clock. To the top Gabriel with 4 seconds. Right wing. Long three-pointer from the corner. It falls. Perry hit the deck. The ball hit the nylon. We're tied. 56-56. Fanigal between his legs. 3:22 to play. Anyone's game. Bentia, left wing, Fanigal. Back out. And now backs into the paint. And a foul on the floor. Foul is on Cameron Perry. First foul on him and first team foul here in the fourth quarter. Fanigal inbounding it. In the corner, Bentia, he's blocked. Haas the rejection. Passes it up to Gabriel. South Eugene with numbers. Gabriel jump set into the paint. He was blocked initially by Scott and then was fouled from behind by Fanigal. He'll go to the line and shoot two. With 3:03 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Special thanks to our sponsor, Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, electric stoves, and fireplaces in the area. They don't call it a shooting foul. Left wing, three-pointer from Yoder, nylon. Second three-pointer for Yoder, and South Eugene leads by 3. 59-56. Luther at the top. Drives down the right lane, hands it off to Fanigal to Bentia. Right wing, went off his face and right back to Fanigal. Right wing, he'll put up a three-pointer. Can he answer? Off front iron. Luther trying to chase down the ball. It's out of bounds off of Levi Haas as he was trying to save it. So the Indians will retain possession. Should be a fresh 35. They are going to reset the shot clock. So they reset the shot clock from 10 to 35. 2:23 to play. And Roseburg's going to call a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll take one ourselves here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Move a muscle? Make a move to Centennial Orthopedics and Podiatry for muscle, joint, and bone care for the entire family. Whether for ankle or foot, hand and wrist, shoulder and elbow, hip and knee, or sports injuries, our specialty-trained doctors can help you get moving. Get the safe, comfortable orthopedic care you deserve right here in Douglas County. It's your move. Call 541-229-2663 or visit centennialorthopodiatry.com today.
(59-56), 2:23 to play here in the fourth quarter. Indians have the basketball on the far sideline. Owen Bentia will be the inbounder. Bentia gets the ball from the referee to the right of him, passes to the corner for Leeworthy, and it's knocked out of bounds off the hand of Gabriel. He was arguing it was off of Leeworthy. There's going to be another inbound on the far sideline. Bentia will inbound it once again. Bentia gets it to the front court for Fanigal. Right on the logo, he picks it up. Brings it to the near sideline, picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to Luther, out to the right wing, Fanigal. To the foul line for Luther, right wing, three-pointer, it's good! Fanigal, his first three-pointer. We're tied 59-59. Yoder, right block, backing in on Luther. Passes left wing, Roux a three-pointer. It's off front iron, offensive rebound goes to Perry, down low. A foul will be called. Bentia and the Indians were arguing for a jump ball. Instead, they're going to get Caden Luther with his second foul. So now Cameron Perry will go to the line. His first free throws of the game. Special thanks to our sponsor, Glendon Smokehouse, as well as Centennial Orthopedics. Sports injuries and more, it's your move. Visit CentennialOrthopodiatry.com. Perry makes the first free throw. 60-59, South Eugene takes the lead. Perry puts the lead at 2. 61-59. 1:45 to go. Fourth quarter, final game of the season. Fanning out to the top for Leeworthy. To the foul line for Luther. Back out to Bentia. Back to Luther at the left elbow. Goes to the far corner for Scott. He'll bring it back out to the front court. Bentia has it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Fanigal on the right wing. For Leeworthy at the top. Gives it to Luther at the foul line. Was looking to give it to Bentia. Instead passes it to Fanigal on the right wing. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Fanigal crosses Gabriel. Contested three-pointer. Can't bank home. But Luther gets an offensive rebound in the paint. And a timeout by Coach Humphreys and the Indians. Final timeout. Take a 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
(61-59). It's South Eugene with the lead. Roseburg basketball. They have it on the right side of the court. That's where their offensive basket is. Fanigal inbounding it from the baseline. Gets it to Bentia in the near corner, and he'll bring it back to the point. Reset for the Tribe. South Eugene with a 3-2 zone. They get it to Fanigal, right wing to the near corner for Leeworthy. Back out to Fanigal, and they'll reset at the top with Bentia. Out to the far corner, Leeworthy takes a dribble, back to Scott. They pass it around the perimeter. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Bentia jabs. Now gets a screen to the left, passes to Luther at the top of the arc. Hands it off to Fanigal, right wing, takes it to the near corner. Lost the handle, it's off of Fanigal. South Eugene basketball. 42.7, I should say. And timeout going to be used by South Eugene. We'll keep it here, but a heck of a game we have here at the Purple Pit. It was a thriller. These two teams met all the way back on January 31st, just a few weeks ago. I guess more than a few weeks ago, over 3 weeks ago. It feels like it was just yesterday. That's how this season's gone. Certainly back on January 31st down at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. South Eugene able to answer at the horn. It was Levi Hawes putting up a putback attempt after Elijah Gabriel drove to the rack, put up a shot, and went off the glass, off the rim. Hawes got it, got the follow-up to go right at the horn, and South Eugene was able to win on a buzzer beater at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium, and that was an exciting finish. First and only overtime game of the season for Roseburg, and feels like we're getting a similar result here today. Could go to overtime. 61-59, a crucial turnover by Landon Fanigal. The Indians turn the ball over after having possession. The chance to tie or take the lead. Good defense by South Eugene, forcing the turnover. Now Axe basketball. Haas to inbound it. Gets it into the far side for Rue. Full court press for the Indians. Pass up the floor. Gabriel all alone. He can dunk. He will. Lead is 4. Near sideline. Fanigal cuts down the center alley to the near corner. Leeworthy three-pointer. Off iron. Scott an offensive rebound. 23 seconds. He puts up a three-pointer. It's short. Yoder gets the rebound. And a foul. 64-59. 63-59, I should say. And now the South Eugene student section making some noise. Honestly, I have a story from a few years ago. I mean, these students have been loud all game long. But a few years ago, it was the first time in my life that a student section got ejected from a game. The entire student section was told to leave in the fourth quarter here at the Purple Pit as Calvin Yoder puts in the first free throw. They were chanting BS towards the referee after a call, and the entire student section got thrown from the game. They had to resume the game with only parents in attendance. True story. Yoder goes 2 for 2 at the line at 65-59. Far sideline, 15 seconds. Bentia, long three-pointer off glass, no good. Haas a rebound for South Eugene. And that might just do it for the X. The Indians had a couple of opportunities. They led in this game. They battled hard. They battled back. With 11.3 seconds, Levi Haas goes to the line. The Axe leading by 6. And now some language from the South Eugene fans. First free throw's good. Whew. I mean, that was worse when they got than when they got ejected. I'm going to be honest. Haas at the line. And goes 2 for 2. Timeout for Roseburg. 11.3 seconds. It is 67-59. Special thanks to our sponsor, Mountain Mike's Pizza at the corner of Bellow and Harvard in Roseburg. Mountain Mike's Pizza, the way it ought to be. As well as Bowers Industrial, a proud supporter of our local community and youth sports. Special thanks once again to the Cow Creek Tribe, our video stream sponsor all season long. Tough finish tonight for Roseburg. 11.3 seconds remaining. Down by 8. It's going to take a miracle. Coach Humphreys is drawing something up. Bentia, Fanigal, Leeworthy, Luther, and Scott all out there on the bench. So 67-59 after the timeout. Roseburg basketball. Final few possessions for 5 seniors, 3 of them out on the floor for Roseburg. Fanigal gets it into Luther, loses the ball, goes right to Coach Humphreys. South Eugene basketball, 8.9 after the turnover. Tough end. Haas in. Gets it to Rue, and Bentia will foul. He doesn't want that to be the final play of his high school basketball career. I think he wants the ball in his hand one more time. Bentia, his 3rd foul. Andre Rue makes the first free throw. (68-59). Free throw up and good. 69-59. Pass comes in. Luther gives it to Fanigal. 4 seconds. Far sideline. Fanigal at the horn. It's off to the left. That'll do it. South Eugene wins at home on senior night. And the Indians wrap up their season. The 6-19 record and a tough loss. They came from behind in the second half, led. Couldn't get the job done. Heck of an effort from the Roseburg boys and valiant effort all season long. The Indians will finish 2-10 in Southwest Conference play. South Eugene 14-10 now, 6-6 in Southwest Conference play. They might be going to the postseason, to the 6A tournament. We'll have to wait and see what happens. South Eugene on the borderline between 4th and 5th place in the Southwest Conference. Heck of a year for Solomon Harris and his squad. They have a lot of really talented young players. South Eugene going to be a tough opponent next season once again. Final 2-minute timeout. We'll try to wrap this one up here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Can't move a muscle? Make a move to Centennial Orthopedics and Podiatry for muscle, joint, and bone care for the entire family. Whether for ankle or foot, hand and wrist, shoulder and elbow, hip and knee, or sports injuries, our specialty trained doctors can help you get moving. Get the safe, comfortable orthopedic care you deserve right here in Douglas County. It's your move. Call 541-229-2663 or visit centennialorthopodiatry.com today.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. For one low price, you can choose from a variety of signature and specialty hot and delicious pizzas. Then build your own salad your way with a wide selection of fresh vegetables, toppings, and dressings with as little or as much as you want. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Welcome back here to South Eugene High School at the Purple Pit. Final score, 69-59. Tough loss for the Indians, a heck of a final period for South Eugene. The Indians led after 3. They led at the end of the third quarter. It was 47-44. The Indians led, but it was just 12 points. The final quarter for Roseburg. Compare that to 25 points for South Eugene. And that was the story. South Eugene, a strong fourth quarter. They win by 10 points late, and they win at 69-59. They score above their season average of 58.6 in the final game. Roseburg finishes their season, a 6-19 overall record. Good news, though, is several players played really well tonight. You had 5 players that ended up on the score sheet. Jaron Leeworthy had 16 points, with Owen Bentia finishing with 20 points. Landon Fanigow with 13 points. Harrison Scott had 7 points, and Caden Luther had 3 points. Unofficial statistics for South Eugene. 18 points for Cameron Perry. You had Calvin Yoder with a total of 10 points. Elijah Gabriel finished with 6 points. Julius Schaefer with 2 points. Rocco Castor with 2 points. Karsh Eckerd finished with 6 points. 7 points for Andre Roux. A total of 8 points for Levi Hawes and 4 points for Nathaniel Johnson. So those are the unofficial statistics in this one, with South Eugene pulling off the 69-59 victory. Coach Humphreys on the floor congratulating Ashton Palm out there on his senior season. Talking with some of the seniors and the parents. An emotional night for a lot of them, and it's a tough. That's the thing about high school basketball. It's over after 4 years, and these players have put their heart and soul into this program over the past 4 years. Owen Bentia, Jaron Leeworthy, Landon Fanigow, Easton Cantrell, and Ashton Palm. Seniors for Roseburg. And it wraps up this season and those players' careers, all of them going on to do wonderful, wonderful things. Next season, a lot to build off of. A lot of younger players, JV picked up a big three-pointer at the end of their game to try to get some momentum into next season. And got Tristan Frabel and Jaden Kemmerly taking a photo right here on the near side. They're going to be big pieces next year. Frabel and Kemmerly, both swing players, and they had some big-time moments off the bench sometimes and hit some big-time shots. They're going to be featured a lot more next season. Coach Humphreys sharing a hug with Owen Bentia. We'll see if Coach Humphreys makes his way back up here for the post-game interview. It's always tough with a lot of goodbyes this season. Been an honor to get to tell the stories of Roseburg basketball this season. Special thanks to Joey Kieran for trusting me with the keys to call this team this season. And been cool getting to learn about this team, learn about the players, and get to broadcast this team for the community that we have in Roseburg. And it's a great community that we do have. Coach Humphreys saying goodbye to a lot of people. We'll let him continue that. It's the end of the season. I understand it. I mean, he's the coach, and everyone wants to talk to him, and he's a busy man. 69-59, the final score. South Eugene wins it by 10. Roseburg finishes their season 6-19 overall, 2-10 in Southwest Conference play. South Eugene now 14-10, 6-6 in Southwest Conference play. Axe hoping for a chance at the 6A tournament. Special thanks to everybody that made this broadcast possible. Special thanks to South Eugene High School, to the athletic director at Roseburg High School, Adam Blue, to our producer back in studio, Brenton Cranford, our cameraman today, Joe Krasnowski. I'm Nate Uretsky, saying so long from the Purple Pit. It's 69-59 the final. South Eugene with the win. We'll see you out at Champion Car Wash Field this spring. We got Roseburg baseball coming up in about 3 weeks or so. So we'll see you there right here on The Score. You've been listening to Roseburg basketball all season long here on 541radio.com.